Farida hosting this show, and we have the hugest celebrity for 2009, the Artist of the Year, Juliana Kanyomozi. You're most welcome to this show.
Thank you, Farida. Thanks for having me.
You have made it. Really, you have made it, being that society is now recognizing what you have done. Where have you come from? We need to learn from people like you.
I've come from a very humble childhood, very humble beginning.
Where do you find the strength to do it every day, to where you are?
Well, I guess first of all, you must love what you do. That is very important. And I love what I do. I have a passion for music. It's just in me. I sing for the love of it. Thank you. Thank you.
Isn't it, people?
Thank you. So, you know, my passion drives me, and, you know, the hunger to be successful drives me. I want my family to be proud of me, and, you know.
So, Juliana, you are in school, and
Yes.
your parents are still alive?
My mother is alive. My father passed away.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
How did you break it to your mom that, you know what, mommy, I'm going to be a musician? How did that go?
Well, the thing is, before my dad passed away, I'd already started singing. And one of the things I must say I was blessed to have is two parents who love music, just like me. And my dad, when my dad was growing up, he was very good with drums.
Yes.
And well, he was a very active person. Drums, tennis, high jump, he was active. I'm the opposite of that. Apart from music, I was very dull in sports. But because of that, my father encouraged me so much. We had so much in common. We'd sit down in the living room and talk about music, you know? And you would listen to Boyz II Men, and he's like, oh, so how many albums do they have? And then he would tell me about Elvis Presley. And, you know, it just kept going like that. So
you had your father to encourage you to even think of an idea like that.
Exactly.
Really
so when
nice.
I started singing, he was right behind me, like that. Yeah.
You're a single mom.
Yes.
What message do you have to single mothers? And how old is your son or daughter?
My son is 6 years old.
Okay. Wow.
Yes, he's going to make 7 actually.
Okay.
Yes,
Wow.
and being a single mother is I'm not going to lie, it's tough, you know. It's not easy because you have to be daddy and mommy. But I mean, I'd like to encourage the women out there to just be strong and hold on.
Going high.
Yes. I've heard so. I've heard so. It's scary, huh? It's scary.
So,
it's scary.
So really
but that's life. That's life. I mean, when something happens to you, you know, one thing I've realized is when something bad happens to you, instead of crying about it and just, you know, sitting there and feel sorry for yourself, just learn from it and use it to make you a better person. Being a single mother made me a better person.
Your
in
son
many ways.
is 6 years of age. When did you become a single parent? Was it instantaneously that
I think
it's 6 years you've been a single parent?
I became a single parent in 2005.
How do the kids adopt to that? Do you sit them down and say, hey,
yes.
young boy,
yes,
we are the two of us. You have to mentor them mindfully. So that other people can
yes, you talk to them. You have to be honest. You know, which is one thing I've realized some parents don't do. They try to lie to their kids just to make them happy. But then when they grow up, they'll have questions. Yeah. So you have to be honest in a very, you know, calm and very comforting way. But you have to tell them the truth about the situation. So he knows mommy doesn't live with daddy. And when he goes to see daddy, he knows daddy lives with someone else. And he's completely okay with it. He's used to the arrangement. And, I mean, that's life.
Sure. And Juliana, how do you come up with your lyrics? The message behind your songs? Is it your life experience, or is it something that you just think about, like things happening to other people's lives?
But one song I can tell you was my real life experience was Kanyembe.
Onwanira entalo abalabeze baleta kale ne bwe bayimuka nga mukama woli sitya sisonga wadde nga sirina maanyi kuba mukama
That's, I think, the most honest I've ever been when I'm singing.
How have you been able to keep, the feedback between you and your fans? Or do you think to do that?
I do have a website, and unfortunately it's still being structured, so it's not yet complete. But one of the avenues I've been using of late is Facebook. I get so many messages from my fans, and I get to reply all of them in person, and that helps me to actually know what they think of you, which songs happen to be their favorites. And by the way, sometimes you're shocked because you think it's Chivaluma, and then they tell you Malaika Wange is my favorite, and you're like, okay. So I try to keep in touch with them as much as possible.
Where do you think the entertainment industry is coming from, and where do you think it should go?
The entertainment industry still has a lot of challenges. But it's like a baby who's growing up. A baby starts with what? Baby doesn't walk there and then. Yeah. Baby doesn't talk as soon as they're born. So if you look back a few years ago, if you remember, the industry here, the entertainment industry,
can't even believe where it
used
is
to
now.
Depend on Congolese and Jamaican stars. Yeah. But right now, we are able to hold our own concerts.
I was in South Africa and in Sandton City somewhere, and there's Navio on the screen with, I'm like,
amazing stuff.
That they can play this music here.
Exactly. Yeah. So we are growing, And
I thank you for the courage and stamina to push this thing where it is here today.
We're trying.
But life without you, I don't know. No.